Hey, thanks for coming back to Gumshoe Tech. I'm going to talk about Samba and FSTAB. This is follow-up for the backup solution that I did for my media. I wanted to go into how I connect my servers together. I know I had said FSTAB for getting the media or my remote drives connected between servers. Technically it's true, but it's Samba. I'm doing this on openSUSE Tumbleweed. I've got two servers that I use for my Technidium video. They're going to be good enough for installing and testing and showing everyone how to set up Samba on Tumbleweed. It's not going to be specific to Tumbleweed. Of course, some commands are. You can follow this step on any distro that you want, Fedora, Ubuntu, whatever's out there, the flavor of the day. So let's see. One is going to be my main media server in this demo, and two is going to be the backup server. We're going to set up Samba on the backup server. You could do this anyway. You can have one go to two, or one push to two, or you can have two pull from one. I'll leave that up to you. I just usually do my Samba servers on the server that's less used. So let's jump into this and click on the right window and type away. So here we are. Technidium. I believe that was the user. So let's just start with adding Samba. So we'll do sudo zipper in Samba. Can't hit that B. And Samba client. Samba's already installed. It's the highest, nothing to do. So let's see if it started. Sudo systemctl enable smb nmb. So it was installed, but it wasn't really started. It wasn't enabled. So now systemctl start smb nmb. It started now. So I don't run firewalls internally. I don't see a need since I have a main firewall on my network. But if you have your firewall installed on your PC, cmd and then --add service equals Samba space permanent int. Since I don't have the firewall installed, I get errors because it's not recognized. But if it were to say added, then you would do sudo firewall -cmd --reload. And I'm not going to do this since I don't have the firewall. But you have the command now. So now what you would do, you could use yast to do this. It would be, I don't know if it's easier. You just do yast and then software management, view, patterns, and then file server. And then you check the box to install the required packages and confirm packages are Samba and NMB. That's it. So now what you need to do, since we have Samba installed and running, you have to add a username and password for Samba to connect. So sudo smbclient -a, and then we'll call it media. And of course, my good old spelling techniques. This is what I usually do, is copy and paste because I can't spell. And then new password, I don't know. Keep it simple, 1-1. Keep it simple, stupid, 1-1. Failed for media. So why did it fail? Well, this failed, this media ad, just because I think it's openSUSE does it just a little bit different. So what you need to do is sudo user add dash capital M lowercase s user sbin no login media. Media is the user that we want to use. Then we do sudo smbclient dash little a media kiss11 kiss11. Now we do sudo smbpasswd dash e media. Oh, and my typing skills again. Enabled user media. So now we do sudo pd bedit. So let's do sudo pd bedit dash capital L. There we go. Media is there. Media is ID 1001. So what we've done here is we created a new user in Tumbleweed, and we assigned it to Samba and give it a Samba password. So that now we have the user login created. Where do you want your shared path to be? So in Tumbleweed, you probably want to, mount a hard drive in the mount. So you can say, sudo mkdir shared. Something simple like that. You call it whatever you want. So now you have that. So what you want to do is put that user that you created, you want to make them the owner of this directory. So sudo change the owner, big R, media, users, and then you can just call it, I usually just do the full path. Don't put the trailing on there. And then hit enter. And since it already has the root, it's not going to ask you for the password again. But also what you want to do is sudo change mood, capital R, 775, and then that path without the trailing. That's going to give you better access. So at this point, what we have is Samba on. You're basically going to be sharing your home directory or your standard directory on your PC. So now what you want to do to share that specific directory that we had, that mount media or mount shared, we want to do sudo vi, because I don't like nano. It's Samba smb.conf. Of course, you'll have to put your root password. And this is everything that's in your shared. You can delete these if you want, but That's okay for me. We're going to call this media. Call it whatever you want. This tutorial, this is what it's going to be. Comment. Yeah, comment. Space equals media share. And the path is going to be mount. I'm probably going to type it wrong. It's going to be read only equals no. Browsable equals yes. Browsable, spelled correctly. Guest okay equals no. I don't want guest to view this. Then escape, write quit, and that is written. So at this point, you probably just need to sudo systemctl restart smbd smb. There we go. Do not know why I did pd. So at this point, you should be able to browse that. So open up Dolphin. Of course, I can just click on the button, but why do that? And what you see here is media, and then it's gonna be that KISS11, and we do something crazy like test file. And this is my local machine, and so we go to shared ls, and look there, we have a test file. So I've connected from my desktop over to Samba and created a file. This is under the media user, and it works. So I bet you if we do rm test file, remove, yes, permission denied. Oh, that's because it's not media. So here what we have to do is sudo rm, because I'm a different user. And then there, and you saw it disappear in real time. So we know that the shared is working. So now what we have to do is go back into our sudo media server, because this is where we want to have our Jellyfin play and serve up our media. And this second server, the one we put Samba, it's just the backup server. It could be your media server also. It could be serving your media files, and then this first server is just the one, it's running Jellyfin, and it doesn't actually have the media on it, which is kind of what I do in my personal setup. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So now we're going to be configuring the connection from server 1 to server 2. So now that we're on the number 1 server, we want to be able to test to make sure that the Samba client or Samba is working on the remote server. So sudo zipper in Samba client. And of course, nothing to do because it's already installed. So we want to smb client dash capital L. And what is the IP address? It's like 192.168.1.174. So IPA 76. So 76. And then dash capital U, and it was media. And look at that. No work group available, which is fine. Ooh. If you hear that beep, that was Publishers Clearinghouse trying to call me. I denied them. They're probably trying to give me like $1 million or something like that. Check is in the mail. And work groups, so profiles, users, all users, media share. Yep. So we know that's connected. Now what we want to do is now, where do you want to mount this share at? So it would be the mount folder. I always do something like, I don't know, local. No, remote. So mkdir remote share. How about sudo? So there we go. Now that we've made this, we know it's going to be the remote share by the name. So if I had a local share, large hard drive, I obviously call it local share or local drive. Try to make it as obvious as possible. So one thing you need to do is see if you have cifs installed. So sudo zipper in cifs-utils. It's already installed. Did I install it automatically when I built this server or for another service? I don't remember. You need to check and make sure this is installed, because what we need to do next is go to Etsy and then sudo vi FSTAB. I suggest going all the way to the bottom and just do a, and then we're going to add our remote media server, which is 192.168.1.176/media. And we're going to go to mount remote storage cifs user name equals media, the password, which is keep it simple stupid 11. This is not the password I use at a regular basis. This is just for testing. Now once in a while I do the IO character set equals UTF-8. I don't always do that, but sometimes I do. We want to specify the version equals 3.0 and then comma no fail. And then we do X system d.auto mount. Right, did I do that? I did not do that right. System D auto mount. Of course you do space 0 space 0. And then right and quit. Now my suggestion is do So now that we've built the connection, Now we have to do some testing. So sudo mount -a. Couldn't change directory to remote storage. No. So cd slash, what did I call that? Remote share. Remote share. So let's go correct that. So sudo vi FSTAB. So escape and up till I see that mount. Now we know the mount is correct. So now let's go to cd mount. Let's go there. So there's remote share. So cd remote share. And there's nothing there, right? So we do, let's do touch test.txt. So sudo. So what you have to do, we have to actually change permissions on that. So that's that folder we've created is remote, or is root. So what we should do is go through and create the same user on this system as this system, so they be equal. Let's do that real quick. So what we need to do, just to verify that this works on reboot, sudo reboot now. Just to verify that file is on the remote server. My Tumbleweed is installing or rebooting. Oh. And we can see here, it's still there. So sudo, no, let's do touch test2.txt. Sudo touch. So I'm not actually logged in as media, so ls -al. Interesting. Change own. And of course, sudo. So Now let's see after the reboot. Let's see if after the reboot we get a remote share. So c/mount. And look at that, we have 2 files, which is the same as over here, S2. So we know that our FSTAB does work. I did have to change my FSTAB a little bit, so let me show you that. So let's go to the correct one. etc/fstab. I did remove that character set off of there, so I made it simpler. It's just the remote server /media, the local mount, which says remote share, cifs, username, media, password. That version 3, no fail 00. I did have a couple other things in it that I removed. I just think it overcomplicated that. But that's it for a local and the server or remote share. You could swap them back and forth, have one log into the other. That's fine. One thing that you can also have a mount local share with your media, and this way you could have it back up from local to remote on the same server. And I covered that in another backup solution that I have. So that is, it's not a quick setup of Samba and remote share, but it is definitely something you need to do when you have multiple servers for backing up containers and such. And that is it for this video today.